Okay. Standing position. That's where we're going to start today, but keep your blanket handy when we go down to the floor, either to sit comfortably with hips elevated or to protect your knees. That's what we use the blanket for mainly. But let's start off today's practice from Samastiti. Remember, the Samastiti is the position we have the weight from the crown of the head down to the feet equally distributed. So just making sure that you feel like you're going more forward or back, or you have more to the side. Just try to bring the tension so you can have your weight distributed there. And we're going to place the weight and lifting from the side of the feet. So even though you don't have a collapsing arches, so the knees go in, just press through the outside of your feet so you can have a more straight position from the feet to your knees and to your hips. Drawing the belly in, shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Soften the elbows by your rib cage and guide the hands together to your heart center into your Anjali Mudra. Drive the chin slightly back, and then towards the chest, find that nice length in the back of your neck. You can close your eyes. You can lower the gaze towards the floor. Just begin. Bring the attention to your breath. Let's feel ourselves more grounded as we connect with the movement of the breath. Inhaling through both nostrils, exhaling longer than regularly to slow the breath down through the nostrils as well. Breathing deeply. Perhaps you can engage with Ujjayi breathing if you are comfortable with the practice of Ujjayi breath. A few more rounds. And from here, lower the hands to your hips, palm facing forward, lifting the heels up. Heels down, hands to the heart. Inhale up to the heels, palms to the hips, and lower down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Testing the balance, strengthening the calf muscles, the muscles around the ankle and your feet. Linking the breath with the movement. We inhale, we lift the heels up. Exhale, we lower. A few rounds like that. One more. And exhale down. Hands to your waist, and let's rotate that right ankle in one direction. Notice that movement is coming from the hip, going into the opposite direction. Slowly waking up those muscles, ligaments, and tendons in that joint, the joint of your knee and your ankle. Lower the heel down. Same thing, one direction with the left leg, rotating the ankle, breathing in and out, going into the opposite direction. And release the heel down. Now top of the foot back and gently press to stretch the front of your ankle as you lift from the chest. Relax your shoulders. And release. And now left foot back, lift from the chest. and let go. Now we're going to again lift the heels, arms to the side in T. Exhale, heels down, hands to the heart. Gentle chair pose. Don't go too deep yet. Gently open and lifting the heels. Heels down, bend the knees, hands into the heart. Draw the belly in, activate the core. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms in T, lifting. Heels down, hands into gentle chair. Inhale, open the heart, lifting the heels. Heels down, flex, lower, belly in, shoulders back and down. One more. Inhale, straighten the legs, open in T. Heels down, flex, lower into gentle chair. Straighten the legs, hands down by your hips, shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Now the right shoulder is going to go forward, up, back, and down. Asymmetrical movement of your shoulder. Left forward, shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Bring some movement also into your spine, rib cage. Not just the shoulder moving, gently mobilizing the upper part of the body. One more time into the right, last one to the left, forward, up, back, and down. Arms overhead, hands to the heart center, opening to cactus arms. Guide the shoulders open, the chest, stretch those pec muscles. Hands together, bend the knees, straighten the elbows and round the belly, chin in, stretch the upper back. And slowly stay straightening the legs and Samastiti. Inhale, arms overhead, hands to the heart, open into cactus. Guide the shoulders back, stretch the pec muscles. Hands together, bend the knees slightly, belly in, straightening the elbows, chin to your chest. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. One more time. Inhale, arms out and up, warming up the spine. Exhale, hands to the heart. Opening into cactus, stretch the front of the chest. And exhale, hands together, bend the knees slightly, belly in, straighten the elbows, chin to your chest. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. Now, open the legs a little bit wider than your hips. Place the weight in your left foot. Inhale, right arm goes overhead, and exhale, the spine moves to the left. Guide the right elbow back. Lateral stretch, we're stretching and opening those intercostal muscles, so the muscles on the right side that support the spine. And just moving a little bit more. Stretching the outside of the hip and slowly inhale, right arm goes out, down, right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Inhale, reach with the left arm. And then exhale, the spine moves to the right. Guide the left elbow back, find that deeper opening in the left side of the torso. Use your breath. Nice, easy breathing. And slowly back through center, release the left hand down, left shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Arms out and up. And exhale, fall forward, reach through the spine. Belly goes in, hands towards the floor or towards the block or towards your feet. Relax your neck, nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Bend the knees, hands to the hips. Activate the core to lift the chest, to straighten the legs, and Samastiti, wider stand. Inhale, arms out and up. Swan dive, pull the belly in, nice long spine. As you exhale, you release down, hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Bend the knees slightly, hands to the hips. Engage the belly, engage the back muscles, straighten the legs, standing position. One more time, inhale, reach, nice long spine, belly in. Exhale, swan dive, pull the belly in, hands down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Bend the knees slightly, hands to your hips, engage the belly, engage the core, and slowly standing position. Relax the hands down, shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, right arm goes to the side. Exhale, lower the hand, lower the left ear to your shoulder. Head back through center, arm to T. Exhale, lower. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, release. Inhale, head back to neutral, arm in T. Exhale, lower. One last. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, right hand to your right hip, left ear to your left shoulder, head back through center. Inhale, left arm to T. Exhale, lower the hand, right ear to right shoulder. And inhale, return to neutral. Exhale, left hand down, right ear to right shoulder. 3 more at your own rhythm. Linking the breath with the movement. Last one. Head back through center. Inhale, lift the chin up. Exhale, rotate to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. And keep moving, same direction. Few more round of breath. And going to the opposite direction. Inhale, head up. Exhale, left and down to the chest. Inhale, right and up. To the left. One more. And slowly return back to the center, hands to the heart center. Reconnect back with the breath. Nice, easy breathing. And let go the hands down by your hips. Now grab your block. I'm going to be facing to the front of the mat with the block. Place the block in between the thighs. We're going to work in strengthening the inner part of the inner thighs and the muscles of the hip. Same size, same time, quads and balance. So important, the belly, the core should be super engaged. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart. Bend the knees into chair pose and press the block. I'm going to go a little bit forward so you can see me better. And press the block with both thighs. And then rock forward with the heels. Rock back with the heels. Activate the belly, the back muscle. Rock forward, press the block. Lower the heels down. Stay in chair pose. Press the block, rock forward, heels up. Press the block, heels down. Stay in the squat. Belly in, engage. Inhale, press, rock forward. Rock back. Press the block, rock forward. Press the block, rock back. Belly in, 3 more. Inhale, press the block, rock forward. Press the block, rock back. Press the block, rock forward. Press the block, rock back. 1 more. Press the block forward. Press the block, rock back. Straighten the legs and bring the arms overhead. Release the hands down by your hips. Shoulders up, back, and down. Grab the block. Place the block in front of you on the ground. Not close to your toes, just have some room there. Remember that where you can reach your hands is maybe level 2, 1, 2, or 3. Whatever we are, we're going to stretch the back of the legs and the spine. Move the hips back and rocking forward. And move the hips back and forward. Just keep lengthening the spine as you move with exhale and when you come forward. Stretching those hamstrings, the back of the spine. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, rock back. Back through center, keep your right hand in the center of the block. Relax your right knee and twist to the left. Keep your right knee bent. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Same side, inhale, twist to the left. Keep your left leg straight, right knee bent. Lower as you exhale, 1 more. Inhale, open and twist. And exhale, release it down. Flex your left knee, left hand to the center of the block, right leg straight. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, lower. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, open and twist. And exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, open and twist. And exhale, both hands to the block. Flex both knees. Relax your chest to your thighs. Inhale, straighten the legs, chin to your chest. Inhale and exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, straighten. Flex the knee, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Slowly, Samastiti. Hands to the heart, shoulders back and down. Relax your breath. Nice, easy breathing. And lower the hands down by your hips. Now remove your block from your mat. Again, I'm going to be facing my screen with the feet wider than the hips, pointing, the toes pointing to the corners of the mat. So let's work again. Strengthening hips, legs, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, lower into goddess pose. Inhale, straighten and arms up and down to the hips. Mobilizing shoulders. Inhale, reach up, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten and reach, and arms to the hips. Inhale, arms out and up, flex and down. Inhale, straighten and reach, nice long spine, arms out to the hips. Inhale, sweep, long spine, flex and lower, holding position. Relax your shoulders, elbows by your rib cage, and then right heel up and down, left heel up and down, both heels up, hold it, balance, engage the core, strengthening those legs, your knees, your ankles, your calf muscles. Take a nice inhalation, heels down, straighten the legs, arms up and overhead, hands down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, again, arms up, hands to the heart, exhale slowly, lower to goddess pose, soften your shoulders, elbows, activate the core, right heel up, and exhale down. Left heel up and down. Balance and strength, stamina, core engaged. Keep breathing. Heels up, holding. Don't hold the breath, please. And heels down, straighten the legs and arms overhead, arms to the hips, shoulders up, back and down. One last round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you flex and you lower. Relax your shoulders, elbows by your rib cage. Activate the core. Right heel up, inhale. Exhale down, left heel up and down. Engage the belly, engage the hips, heels up, hold. Hold, work with your balance, work with the strength. Keep moving the breath. Heels down, straighten the legs, arms overhead, arms down to the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to the heart, reconnect back with your breath. Watch the movement of your breath. And exhale, hands down to the hips. Now rotate the left heel, so your left foot is parallel to the back of the mat and the toes are pointing to the front of the mat. Flex your right knee, make sure your shoulders are above your hips and your knee is over to your right hip. Arms to the side, straighten and reach. Exhale, flex and down, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and up. Exhale, flex, look over to your right hand. Inhale, straighten and up. Flex and lower. Inhale, extend and reach. Flex and down and release arms behind you. Holding opposite elbows and release into deeper warrior two. Heel up, heel down. Heel up, heel down. Heel up, heel down. Heel up, hold it. Activate the core and go a little bit deeper. Work on strengthening again those muscles on the legs, the hips, the knee, calf muscle, and ankle. Straighten the legs, arms to the side, and let's do into triangle. Move the spine to the right ankle, whatever you can reach, and the left arm goes up into Utthita Trikonasana. Triangle. Make sure you're not rotating the shoulder forward. You want to have that opening there. Nice inhale and slowly back up. Rotate the right foot forward and bring the left heel in. Preparing for warrior two on this side, shoulders over the hips, flex the left knee over to your ankle, arms in T. And take an inhale and lift the heel up and down. I'm sorry, straighten and reach, sorry. And flex and lower into warrior two. Inhale, straighten up, flex and down. Inhale, reach, flex and lower. Inhale, arm up, flex and down. One more. Inhale, arm up, flex and down. Bring the arms behind you, holding from the opposite elbow, shoulders back and down. Pick up left heel up and down, up and down, up, down, up and hold. Go a little bit deeper. Working a lot with the strength of those hips and those legs. Working here, take an inhale, straighten, arms to the side. Let's move to the left and triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Again, make sure your shoulder is not rotating forward. You want to have a nice line. Breathing in and out. And slowly inhale, reach, and release, hands down. Rotate the left foot forward. Flex your right knee and step the right foot under your right hip, left foot under your left hip. Hands together, take a moment. Watch your breath. Feel the breath moving evenly, without effort, with attention and intention. Take your time. Slowly release the hands down by your hips. Let's work with our last standing balancing position, tree pose. Let's have the weight on the left foot, again, distributed all the way. Let me open the door for lifter. And so the weight is distributed on the left leg. Just find that nice balance there. Hands to your waist, flex your right knee, and then bring the heel to the inner part of your left ankle. I always like to say, as we have many trees out there, this is one of the many versions of tree pose, Vrksasana. So you can hold it here with the hands together, toes, maybe the big toe touching, or you can bring that right foot below the knee, above the knee, never your knee joint. And you can have the hands together into the heart in Anjali Mudra. Find a spot on the floor where you can focus your gaze. And more important, begin to count backwards, 6 rounds of breath. In control, long, deep breathing. You're done with your last round. Relax your arms, relax your right foot down. Let's have some movement on the left leg, left foot. Just movement there after supporting all the weight in that single leg. Now we're going to do the same thing, making sure the weight is distributed on the right side. Hands to your waist, flex the knee and bring the heel in. Activate the core. So you cannot be having balance if you feel like you are like all loose. You have to keep the core super engaged and then bring the foot if you want to challenge higher below the knee, and it's perfect. If you can, just bring the foot above your knee, and this time maybe you can bring the arms towards the sky. Soften the shoulders, the elbows. Find a spot on the floor to focus your gaze, and we're counting backwards again. Make sure that each breath feels long, even, full, and relaxed. Dirga Sukshma. When you're done with the last round, you can release the foot, the arms, now bringing sub movement to the other leg. Shake both legs, and we're going to stand in the front of the mat and the back of the mat. We're going to go to lie down so that we're going from the back. With the feet wide as the hips, inhale, arms out and up, belly in, chin to your chest. Exhale, swan dive. As you exhale, slowly hands down towards the floor. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Bring the hands under the knees into the flat back. Find that nice lengthen, and then with the spine nice and long, still walk the hands forward. We're going to go into downward dog. From downward dog, lift the heels down towards the floor, lower the knees towards the mat, and then move to child's pose to rest and breathe here. Take your time. You can have your knees wider than your hips if you like. Belly breathing here as you let go any tension. And moving slowly to tabletop. Now, have the knees wide as the hips. Okay, here, I have to protect my kneecaps. So this is a good moment to have your blanket under your knees. And when you get that, your blanket under your knees and knees under the hips and wrist under the shoulders, we're going to walk the knees slightly back. So instead of having, we're going to begin from under the knees, but then we move the knees slightly back, and then we lower the forearms and the elbows to come into supported plank position. So here, we're going to not just arch the spine, we're going to activate the core, bring the belly into the spine, and just hold it here. Don't drop the head. Inhale, relax your belly. Exhale, contract into the spine. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Contract. Separate the hands, palms toward the floor. Pick up the elbows, hands under the shoulders. Move to child's pose. Relax your lower back. And this time, remove your blanket, because we're not going to need it when we come back to the belly. So relaxing child's pose again, soften your lumbar spine, relax your shoulders and your breath. And moving to table. And from there, flex the elbows by your rib cage, move the thighs, the pelvis, the hips, all the way to the floor. And let's come to a Sphinx pose. So elbows are under the shoulders, arms and hands are parallel, and the legs and the feet together. So we're going to lift into Sphinx pose, and then arch the spine like a cat, lift the pelvis and the belly contract. Exhale, relax the hips, the pelvis, and lift the chest into Sphinx pose. Then slowly round the upper spine, pick up the thighs, the pelvis, the hips, contract the belly, and slowly thighs, pelvis, hips, and arching the spine into Sphinx pose. Core and core strength. Again, pick up the thighs, the pelvis, the hips, and contract the belly to the spine. Gently release the thighs, the hips, the belly, and flatten the spine into Sphinx pose. 3 more times. Inhale, pick up thighs, pelvis, round the spine like an angry cat. Slowly release the thighs, the pelvis, the hips, and straighten the spine. 2 more. Exhale, round the spine and bring the thighs, belly in. Everything goes in. And then slowly release into a Sphinx pose 1 more time. And exhale, round the spine. Pick up the thighs, pelvis, hips, contract the abdomen. And then slowly release it all the way down. Relax the chest towards the floor, hands under the shoulders. Pick up the pelvis, the hips, bend the knees, child's pose. Relax your lower back. Hold it here as you just breathe. Job from here, have your blanket again, protecting your knees. Iliopsoas stretch, standing in the knees. Stepping forward with your left foot, make sure your right knee is again slightly back. Left knee over to your ankle, hands to your thighs, elbows by your rib cage, and just move the pelvis, holding position. Crown of the head is pointing towards the ceiling, and you are flattening the spine. So you're not folding forward. You want to have this spine kind of like more back, shoulders back and down, and have a gentle arch in your thoracic spine. Just move the hips forward, move the pelvis forward, find that opening in the right thigh, the right hip flexor, keep breathing. Lower both hands down, hamstring stretch, pick up the ball of the foot, straighten the knee, chin to your chest. Hold and breathe. Flex your left knee, lead with the chest, bring the left knee back, and then step forward the right foot. Left knee slightly back again, hand to your thighs, pick up the chest, elbows by your rib cage, and move the pelvis to the front of the mat and the hips as you lift from the heart center. Close your eyes. Concentrate on that nice, long, controlled breathing. Now hands down, straighten the legs, pick up the ball of the foot, and hamstring stretch. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, bring the chin to your chest, and just breathe here. Flex your right knee back, move to child's pose. Remove the blanket from the mat and then stretch lower back, stretch your neck. Take a moment here. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, drop the hips to one side, and let's all make our way to the front of the mat. Farmer's pose, have your legs with your arms, draw the chin in. And then lift the spine to straighten, flat back. So arms forward, palms facing to each other, shoulders back and down, lean slightly back. Remember, you can do this with support. You can have one hand or both hands to come into both pose Navasana. Feet up, so in line with your knees, shoulders back and down, breathing in and out. Working with core strength and balance. Don't hold the breath. Concentrate on the breath flowing. And guide the sole of feet together. Open the knees out and fall forward. Relax your back, your neck. Slowly lift the head and the chest. Guide the knees up and belly goes in. Slowly, we're going to go down towards the floor. You can use a blanket now to protect your neck and your head. Just find the position that works for you the best. With the knees bent, take a moment, hands to your belly, relax your shoulders, your chest. Few round of breath here. And grab your block. Place the block in between your thighs. Let's work again and strengthening those back muscles. At the same time, we open the front of the chest. Arms down by your side. Fingertips touching your heels maybe. And we're going to press the block slowly going up all the way high. Press the block and drop halfway down. Press the block or go high. Press the block, go halfway down. Press and high into the bridge. Press and lower halfway down. Press and high into the bridge. Press halfway down. Two more. Press and lift. Press halfway down. One more. Press and high. Press halfway down and then slowly release it down towards the floor. Remove the block from between your thighs. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back. This is how you counterbalance that back bend with the bridge pose. Take a nice inhale. Open the knees wider than your rib cage, feet up. Happy baby. You can grab the outside of the feet or the ankle, whatever you can reach. Chin stays in, lower back is flat on the mat. Use your breath. And lower the left foot down and place the right foot on top of your left thigh. IT band stretch. So hug your hamstring or your shin and breathe through this. Nice again. Concentrate so your breath becomes longer and deeper than normal. You take the time to send the information, the message to those muscles around the hip, to stretch, to release and open. And release, left foot down, right foot down. Now left foot goes on top of your right thigh. And holding in hamstring or shin, whatever you can reach. Chin slightly tucked in. And release. And again, guide the knees open, wider than the hips, feet up, happy baby. Release the feet and now guide the knees in line with your hips and the feet in line with your knees. 90-degree angles, arms in T position. Let's twist to the left with control. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go all the way down. With your left hand, guide the right knee to deepen the twist. Pick up the head and turn it over to your right shoulder. Jatara Parabriti. release, slowly engage the core. We're going to come back in 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right, slowly in control. Exhale, twist to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Guide the left knee closer to the right. Pick up the head. Turn it over to your left. Just close your eyes and enjoy your breath and your twist. Please slowly engage the core back to center in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the feet down. Coming to bridge to align your spine. Lift and exhale, lower it down. Hug yourself, thighs into your chest. Flatten your lower back. Lower the feet down. Let's come into a little gentle inversion. Even though we're not going to come into the plow position. So the plow position, I don't like to teach in Zoom because for people that have neck issues can be a little bit tricky. So let's come into a very conservative version. So pick up the hips into bridge and place the block. You can do it in block in level number 1, or if you like, level number 2. So if you're in level number 2 like me now, keep the arms to the side for support and then bring one leg at a time. So just make sure that your block is safe in the sacrum, not in your lower back. And then one leg at a time, bring it up to the ceiling. If you are in level number 1, just have both legs up again. You can have the arms in T position now if you feel strong and safe there. Relax the weight of your legs. So we work on the legs a lot, so let's give them a little bit of break here. Keep breathing, few more rounds. Keep relaxing your feet, your ankles, your knees, your thighs. Open the legs a little bit wider. Rotate the ankles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Flex the knee 1 foot at a time if you are in the level 2. And then lower both feet down, pick up the pelvis, remove the block, gently, slowly lower your bridge down towards the floor. Hug yourself and stretch your lower back. Hold it there. Lower the feet down, walk the feet wide as your mat. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. Arms in T, rocking gently the knees to one side, the head to the opposite direction. Inhale everything back through center, and exhale to the opposite side. Just keep moving slowly from one side to the opposite side. Don't rush in this. Just gentle. Moving the neck, the hips, the legs. The rib cage comes also along with a moment, gently stretching the side at a time. Couple more rounds. And then drop the legs to one side and hold it there. And bring the legs back up and then rotate and move the legs to the opposite side and just release there and pause and breathe. Slowly return both knees back through center, straighten both legs to both corners of the mat. Turn the feet out, bring the arms overhead, make a fist, pointed toe, contract the glutes, contract all the muscles into your nose. Take a deep inhale and exhale, relax the glutes and everything. Bring the arms down towards the floor, palms facing up. Relax your wrists, your feet, your glutes, your belly, muscles of your face. Take a deep inhale, side out. Ha. Again. Ha. One more. Ah. Close your lips. And you are now in your final pose, Shavasana. Time of letting go. Time of surrendering in whatever our body is feeling at this moment. This is when you need to be aware of all different parts of the body. It's when you feel if your still might be holding some tightness or tension somewhere. Just have that communication with your joints, even your internal organs. It's like you own your own body scan machine and you are slowly moving it up from the crown of the head down to the sole of the feet several times, checking in with the shoulders, the jaw, the wrist, the hands, the belly, the knees, the quads, ankles, feet. Just take your time. Breathe through this. And every time you are feeling that your body is still a little tight in some place, pause and deep breathing in that specific spot. Let go. Send a message. Surrendering, releasing tensions, softening muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Think the words of space and freedom. Think the words of opening, relaxation. Think of Om Namo Namaha. Very slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently move your head from side to side as you wiggle your toes, your fingers, everything. Arms overhead, reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes, and as you exhale, hug yourself. Gently roll over to one side. Now let's all sit together. The spine nice and long. Hands to your thighs. Lifting from the chest, so make sure you are comfortable seated. So let's take a moment here just to deal with whatever thought is coming to us. Because the mind that does is what it does, it just keeps bringing emotions, thoughts, the vrittis, the distractions of the mind. And as we welcome any thought, at the same time this thought is coming to us, imagine that you have this cloud, small, puffy, white cloud that is ready to receive that thought into that cloud. And then we're going to invite that cloud to take that thought, move it away from our minds. And we watch it as it goes, and we come into our breath. But because the mind is going to keep doing what it does, we're going to keep welcoming each thought. And we're going to invite a new cloud to welcome that thought and move that thought away as we watch it to go. And we keep coming back to the breath. As many clouds you need to invite to remove those thoughts, those distractions. We keep coming back to the breath. And we try to focus more and more into our breathing. Bow the hands to the center of your heart, if you would, please. Take the moment here to pay attention on your mind. As the mind feels a little bit quiet, peaceful, clear, and at ease. If that is the case, just try to do your best to keep this mind in a sattvic state of peace a little bit longer after we're done with the practice. Your best not to try to jump in onto the next thing. Just take your time. Be gentle with the body. Be gentle with your thoughts and your mind. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace within ourselves and our minds and our hearts. The second Shanti goes for peace with our relationships. And the last Shanti goes for peace, peace and more perfect peace to the world. Too much uncertainty, grieving, violence. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very, very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.